Good, I guess it's almost evening now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 31st, last day of August. Yeah. Almost done with it. Where am I going, you might be asking, and the answer, because it's almost 6 o'clock, is to go get Sarah, as per just about usual. Ooh, glorious air conditioning. Why do I point out the air conditioning for once? No, the answer is actually because our air conditioning has died, which means it's been really hot today. Because unlike yesterday, where it was actually really nice outside, and I mean really nice outside, like as in like no higher than like 75 or so all day. Like, yeah, yesterday was really nice. Today is unfortunately not that nice, and it's in the 80s today again. Not quite nice, but of course now is when we realize the air conditioner has, for whatever reason, stopped working. We need to get somebody in here to fix it, which means we're clearing out the basement. So a whole bunch of fun stuff the world over, basically. So, what does that mean for you guys? And well, it means that I'm hot. It means I've gotten like no work done today because I don't like working while I'm overheated, which is always a difficult thing to do. But also, just means that I haven't wanted to do like any vlogging inside, which is why I'm waiting until out here. But I was actually went around to do a Walmart run this morning because I needed new shirts for work, because I have work on car. Are you okay? Well, we will find out tomorrow. So yeah, okay. You need to be in neutral. Because I have work tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. I have an inspection tomorrow, but I needed to get new shirts for work because I have work on Saturday. Of course, you see people over there that are just blocking the intersection because they decided that it would be a good idea to get in the intersection before they had a clearance and a spot to go. All right, let's put it in gear. Let's pull at least a little bit forward now because apparently traffic is somewhat starting to move, hopefully. But I mean, I'm going to make sure I wait until I see that we have enough room to clear the intersection because I am not a person who likes to enter an intersection before I know I can clear it. Take notes, fellow drivers. Regardless, because of, ooh, that looks ugly as all get out. Yeah, it looks pretty backed up going down to 95. Well, what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned, I was at Walmart buying shirts earlier, but I think we're actually going to go back again to buy more fans. Because, well, we kind of need them. So I'm probably just going to take Sarah. We're probably just going to go do that. Because it seems like an intelligent thing to do, because we've been running the fans we already have basically to the max. And we've lost a few fans over the past the past while, because I think most of the desk fans are now gone. And that big fan that we had in the front room is gone, so we actually want to get a few extra fans just to keep the air moving, because who knows when we're going to be able to get this guy in for repairs. It's just not looking like it's going to be soon with the holiday weekend coming up and all. Yeah. So it'd be nice to have an extra little bit of airflow. But also, if it does rain and it's looking a little dark up in the sky, I'm not going to be very happy, because that means that, well, all of a sudden you have to close the windows again, because most of the windows are open in the house. It's also taking us apparently absolutely forever to get to the train station, because normally by the time I hit 4 minutes, I'm like at the train station. But it also doesn't help that we've hit basically every freaking light along the way. Anyway, I'm gonna go get Sarah. It's 6 o'clock now. We're gonna go to Walmart, probably get more fans, and then I will see you guys back eventually. Hey, look, guys, the vlog has fans. We've got 4 giant fans. Yay! Now we can actually at least attempt to be cool. Somewhat literally. Mostly literally, actually. Oh boy, another driving segment? Well, yes, another driving segment. Where am I going this time, you probably aren't asking? Well, the answer is actually, why does my turn signal keep flicking to the wrong direction? Well, my car is due for inspection in August, and as I mentioned earlier today, it is indeed the last day of August, which means that I need to get my car inspected. Yay, car inspections. For those of you not from Pennsylvania, we have a yearly inspection of the cars. I wasn't here when they got it inspected last year because I was down in Los Angeles. Because I think that today is the day we started the road trip. Or 2 days ago was the day we started the road trip. Something like that last year. So we actually weren't back yet when my parents were doing the inspection. And we're usually late with inspections, so this is like the closest time we've been with an inspection in a while. And also, we're gonna get my car tuned up so that, weird stuff like what was happening earlier, the car making a ton of noise when it wasn't in neutral, hopefully won't happen anywhere near as often. Because those just seem like things that are very good ideas to do. Well, obviously the inspection is mandatory and legal that we do it because, you probably won't get pulled over for having an invalid inspection, but they'll tack it on to anything else they want to pull you over for, most likely. Or if your car is just seen somewhere by a cop, you might just get written up for it randomly. But, rather just not have any of that happen. We want to go and make sure my car's okay anyway. They'll usually find something wrong with it, and I know what's wrong with it for sure is my wipers, as I've been mentioning for the past while. So usually we'll just be like, yeah, just go ahead and replace the wipers. Because the way Pennsylvania inspections work is they usually want to find something wrong. Just because the way that PennDOT enforces everything, usually it's a good thing for them to not give every car a clean bill of health. They don't get scrutinized super, super closely. And to be fair, that's fine with me. It's more than fine with me. Because if they want to just do wipers, which I know I need wipers. So if they want my wipers to be what they find wrong, that's perfectly fine with me because wipers are cheap. Wipers are pretty cheap in the realm of all things that can be considered, I left my father in the dust. He didn't make the light. My father has to drive me, obviously. I'm not going to wait for my car because if I did, I'd be waiting until tomorrow. But yeah. So yeah, Pennsylvania inspections work that they'll generally try to find fault in something. So if you get something small to find fault in that they can fail you for, that it'll fix for really, really cheaply. Well, easy to do that. So something small like an oil change or wipers or something like that is good. I think I can get by probably one more year with the tires that I have on, but probably next year the tires are going to need to go. So we'll see what they say about that, but if they can do with that, that's fine. We're also, as I mentioned, getting a tune-up. So if you're wondering about tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow, my mom's going to go in like normal with her car. I'm going to use my father's car to drop Sarah off. I don't actually know if my sister's going anywhere tomorrow or not. So, not that I think it'll matter in the long run anyway. I can't drive my sister's car. It's just simply too tiny for me. But I can have her drive if I really, really need to for whatever reason. But my mother will be back before Sarah would get home tomorrow. So when I go pick Sarah up, I can just use the van, assuming that my mother doesn't get the call that my car is done, and then I can just go grab my car. And then just go from there to go get Sarah, because that's also another possibility. Yeah, so we'll figure it out tomorrow, and I will obviously let you guys know the plan for that, but that is the tentative plan for the moment, because, well, see, it's the easiest one to be honest. Not a lot easier, because my father doesn't need his car when I'm going to take Sarah to the train station. It doesn't affect my mother at all, because we've done it before where people have to drop my mother off and it's just a mess, and so I'd rather just, do it normal times. And to be honest with you, if I just borrow my father's car and then I borrow my mother's car, nobody's schedule really gets negatively affected by this. So that's why that's the plan. Anyway, I've got to make sure that I take the vlog camera with me when we leave, because I don't want you guys to be stuck in here until I get the car back, hopefully tomorrow night. And I really, really need to get it back tomorrow night because I have work on Saturday. So I really hope that nothing super, super wrong is going to happen. Otherwise, I'll be borrowing someone's car for that wedding for sure.